Sky Prophet, man. Look, back with the rest of the video, man. I'm gonna get all that together, man. 'Cause like I don't like that experience there with that last phone, man. I be trying to do too much, man, my storage. But back to what I was saying, bro. We keep ourselves. I would keep myself in that circle if I would entertain it like that. Spirit giving me an example to give to y'all, man. If you haven't experienced it, you should know exactly how it feels just through living, okay? Whenever whenever you go to jail for something, whenever you do something, you go to jail. You are always, when you get out, what's your initial thoughts? Just like when you got a hangover, or got an addiction and you go hard one night, them all night flights. Y'all know what I mean? Don't act like y'all silly, man. You'll never grow, man. Whenever you do that, how you feeling? Like that's it. Like that's the last time. I ain't doing that no more. We literally mean that. When we say it, like we literally mean it. It's not us lying ourselves. It's not us deceiving ourselves. It's not us being a certain type of way. We literally mean it. Listen to Prophet. We mean it because that's something that's coming out of your heart. Like that's not coming from nowhere but out of your heart. Yeah, you mean it. It doesn't matter the severity of how you feel, how much you feel you mean it. It's coming from a pure place. It's coming from a place of you wanting to be better. Okay? The thing with that is this. We got to all understand this. You've been caught in that addiction. You've been caught in that habit. You've been caught in that prejudice. You've been caught in that certain thing for so long. It's kind of like you getting up to go piss, but you don't have your feet all of a sudden. You've been walking with them your whole life. And now all of a sudden you don't have them. How you get to move still? It's kind of like putting you in a bind. We got to learn to rely on other things, your inner knowing and that unseen. That's what you rely on. There's a reason don't put your faith in nobody else. There's a reason like you're not supposed to worship things. Humans gonna take that all out of proportion. If you like your car, a human might tell you ain't supposed to like your car, you're worshiping your car. Man, look, listen to Prophet, man. That's all that's bullshit. Like it's bullshit. You got a heart in your body for you to show love. The only rule you need to understand with that is this. You don't love it more than you love yourself and your creator. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else. You can love what you want. We train ourselves a certain way. When the things I'm explaining is these thought patterns that allows us to stay within these cycles. Now, when I say these cycles is emotional. It's different cycles, but they're all emotional. And what emotion does is tarnish you. Emotion wears you down. Emotion covers up your love. You're not feeling love. You feeling these other emotions so much, it takes the place of your love. That's why you can hear somebody say like, man, they was good as gold at one time, man. I don't know what happened to them that they could turn and be so evil like that. That's why. That's why. And we need to understand that working on yourself every day is a must. It's a must. If you wake up and you move your feet without being thankful for having them, if you wake up and go somewhere and do something before you acknowledge and be appreciative for having those abilities, then you're neglecting yourself. You're neglecting your purpose. You're neglecting that air you breathe. How many of y'all done said this saying, sure, I watch myself, Like, you ain't gotta watch me, I watch myself. But now that you done start talking to Prophet on a deeper note, like, do you really watch yourself? Have you really been watching yourself? You've been watching yourself as far as your higher self and trying to talk to you, but that's it. Nothing else. So that's the only reason that you know yourself, but you don't know them, not on that deeper level to instantly make you better. You know, that's the miscommunication. You know, you can hear it, and that's not all the time, but when you hear it, what action you taking? Like, after you hear it, what you doing? How you applying yourself? What are you doing within your thought patterns? You picking up the same pattern? You grabbing a new pattern? You actually establishing and building a pattern for yourself? You know, like, because all these things is important, man. Like, it's no way. Ask yourself this right now, on the spot. Ask yourself this. If I'm changing, what am I doing? What I have in place to make that's allowing me, that's bringing me to the place of change? Ask yourself that. And that's going to let you know what's going on with yourself if you being honest. If you being honest. And if you being honest, let him who have eyes see. Let him who have eyes see. Don't take it too literal. Don't take it too literal, because if you take it too literal, then you're going to be with this human perspective about, you're not supposed to go by what you see. Let him who have eyes see. That third eye tells you everything. It tells you everything. It allows you to see everything. It allows you to see so much beyond this reality. You can't even imagine the ways in which you can see things through your third eye. And I'm telling you this from experience, and my experience has just started. You know, has just started, because I'm just coming to this awakening. You know, if it seemed like I'm not, I am, you know, but at the same time, I want it. I'm driven behind it. It motivates me. Like, when I wake up, I'm looking for my pen and my paper. Like I want it that much. I'm always looking for information to try to figure out how we think, you know, a way to make us better. Like, why it hit like that, you know? And each and everything, bro, this is the times, bro. Told you. Everything is about to hit different. Everything is about to hit different, bro. Because you don't have no choice but to evolve into different. You can fight it. You can hold back from it. Like, you can stand firm within your energy. You just have to understand this. When you're going to read that book going to tell you about redemption. It's going to tell you about certain aspects that you have about yourself that you don't earn it. It's not like you worthy to just have it. It's a gift. It's a gift from your creator. It's a force. It's a force. Whenever they say force, Spirit telling me to tell you now, whenever they say force in that Bible, they talking about energies. They talking about energies. But you should know energy now. You should feel it. You should understand the moods now. You know, if you don't go too deep into it, you know, you got a deeper understanding of how you should act, how you should be. You know, the mistakes you've made in the past. Like, we all get that to start with. Now, what you build from that depends on you. You know, if you stay in that box, if you stay with your ego, if you stay with don't want to be wrong, that's where you be. Listen, if they gonna tell you your creator know everything, then why are you acting like you don't know what you did? I'm gonna say that again. They say your creator knows everything. If that's the case, why you walking around acting like you don't know what you did? I know me, when I used to do certain things that registered inside of me as, damn, that's you sad. Like when it would register to me like that, coming behind that, it's hard. Like you have to really put yourself in a place of love. You got to put yourself in a place of understanding that the shoes you putting on, they dirty, man. They all messed up. They bust. You got to put yourself in a place of really being humble. Society would be better off, but what people do, like a person to go to you and apologize. See, people take that as weakness. They don't take that as knowledge. Because people brains still work off of that human program. They don't take it as knowledge. They take it they up one. They take it as something totally other than what it is. And just you saying you sorry or allow a person to blind themselves, as well as a person telling you they sorry or allow you to blind yourself if you're not careful and you don't understand yourself and you don't understand what's going on. How many of y'all done said, God, please help me? How many of y'all done said that before? Like literally said it before, felt it before. How many of y'all? Ain't nobody sticking no hands up. Then what's wrong with that next person? Like what's wrong with that next person wanting to get what they want? Like what's wrong with that? Do you understand how thinking goes? Because if you're not thinking like that, you don't even know how you're thinking. If you want that for yourself and you don't want it for the next person, you don't know nothing. You don't even know your brain. You don't know yourself. And that's coming from a deep, deep level, bro. You don't know yourself if you think like that. Like if you want people to see you happy, if you want to see people to see you in a certain light and you don't want people to see the next person in a certain light, like you lost, like you're different programs, man, bad programs, bro. And it's still a lot of that because there's still a lot of jealousy. It's still a lot of misunderstanding with self. There's still a lot of miscommunications. It's still a lot of people really coming to the acknowledgement of, wow, like, yeah, Jesus, yeah, they didn't come through the clouds. They done came through the clouds already. Don't look in the clouds. Everybody looking for a chariot, man. A chariot to come through the clouds, man. Listen to prophet, man. That chariot symbolizes us moving forward within our knowledge, us moving forward right now in these times. That's what a chariot represents, movement. Spirits say not every time you see chariot, you hear chariot. It's talking about movement. It's talking about movement. It might talk about they jump in the chariot and they went from one village to the other. But they talking about within consciousness, within movement. They went from one view to another. They went, it's different. You have to read it in parables. You got to read it between the lines. And you would get such a clear picture for yourself if you did that. Like it would be beyond your knowing. It would be beyond your knowing. You can start feeling superficial once you start figuring those things out. Then you're gonna really understand you've been living in a matrix and everybody's been under this same little thing, and it's wrong. It's not wrong as far as the love of the creator. It's wrong as far as people taking it so literal, and it's so many human perspectives and opinions and judgments behind it, because your creator is not a man. He is not a human. Your creator is not a human. Like the almighty heavenly Father, the most high, is not a human. Is nowhere near a human. And will never think nowhere near how you like a human think. Like, man, you so much beyond. You beyond. Get the erase your head off the screen right now. Like, that's who you are. Like, that's who you are, and that's how good we know ourselves. Like, that much, Like, we really coming into these knowings, man. Anything you come across, man, anything you face, bro, you have to wake up, man. Like, you have to wake up. The more and more somebody, the more and more you stay within a false reality, the more and more your reality is gonna seem unappealing to you. It's gonna seem like it weighs on you. It's gonna seem like you don't belong there. It's gonna seem like all kind of things other than what it really, really is. You know, Prophet wants you to protect your energy, protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, man. Watch what you take in your ear. Watch what you give out your mouth. Important. Give out your mouth, man. Help somebody. Give somebody some words of encouragement, man. Prophet got words of encouragement, bro. If you got any kind of prejudice toward any other color, any other person, ask yourself. Get your pen and paper. Ask yourself. Ask yourself why. Write that down. Ask yourself where it came from, the whys. Write that down. Ask yourself what actually happened to you for you to feel that way. What actually happened to you for you to feel that way. That's 3 questions. Ask yourself that. See what you come up with. It ain't much of it is gonna be for you. Till next time, man. Love everybody, baby. Sky Prophet, man. Peace out.